Today's episode of Running on Reserves, we want to better understand what polyamory is. Hello everybody and welcome back to Running on Reserves with Anel Martinez, and today our subject is polyamory. Now a lot of people might be scratching your heads like, what is polyamory? It's associated with polygamy, which is something that's more well known and honestly doesn't have a great track record with the media. Polyamory, however, is a philosophy, if you will. The belief that you can have more than one emotional or sexual partner at a time. The concept of that can be very, very alien to some people, especially growing up in a very monogamy-friendly country like the United States. It's easy to be put off by the idea initially. But today we're going to sit down with a couple people and we're going to discuss the idea of polyamory and some experiences that have been made. So hopefully everyone at home could learn a thing or two about the polyamory community. Now, my first guest today is a deep, lifelong friend of mine. He had been participating in a polyamorous relationship for about, 3 years since I've known him. They were beautiful together. I always saw them as what a polyamorous couple should be, but not my story to tell. I'm going to go ahead and let my good friend Malik take it away.
That was so dramatic. So what do you mean? You want to know what the experience was like recently?
Not necessarily recently, but could you give me an overview of your experience in a polyamorous relationship? How did it even start?
So I'm not gonna drop names, but me and this girl who I got very attached to, we started out, we were just f***ing, and it was we met a couple times, and then we just decided to drop the games and just get straight into it. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty great, just to not beat around the bush and worry about what is this person thinking, and when is the sex gonna come, and the nudes, and the, all the sexual stuff. I was, just 19-ish, then going into my 20s. I'm a pervert. I'm a sick man. I'm not going to hide that from anybody, and I wasn't hiding it from her, and she wasn't hiding it from me, and it was pretty great. And that's how we started, and occasionally we would dabble with other people, and I don't think we talked about that right away. I've done group stuff, which I'm sure you know about.
Was there ever any pressure to try new stuff in this relationship?
I wouldn't say pressure. I'd say it was more the opportunity rose and I was just this is exciting as I'm a very chaotic energy. But with her, it was I had a partner in that. It was nice. It was nice having a friend through being a pervert. That's what polyamory is, I feel. You have a partner in being disgusting. And it's just cool because you don't feel judged.
When I first found out about polyamory in my very first relationship, I tried talking about it with her. Just, not trying to suggest anything, but it's just you ever heard of polyamory? What do you think about someone being able to do that and not have any trust issues? Now, immediately I got a sense from her that she wasn't with it.
Oof.
And, that's where the conversation ended. But it wasn't until down the line I had met someone that I felt I could truly open up to and just even discuss it. Mm-hmm. That, a polyamorous relationship was able to be explored. And that's, one of the big things about polyamory is, this trust aspect. To be able to trust someone so much to be your complete unbridled self and have that partner. So tell me, what was the trust like in your relationship?
No. It's
not where
it's a gray area. I know she's gonna hear this. So I trusted her with my life, and I was not used to that, so I didn't know how exactly to do it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to give her every benefit of the doubt, and I swear to God I did. But there were those moments where it's okay, never done this before. How do I suppress my own insecurity while I trust her as much as humanly possible? And I'm an insecure dude. I'd argue I'm a walking, talking Napoleon complex.
Really?
Oh, for sure. I'd say God complex, but I'm 5'6" and 120 pounds. No, that's not no. Honestly, most of the time I was surprised she put up with me. Yeah, but you know what they say, po body's nerfic. So, so she had her flaws, and she was very self-involved in her flaws. I didn't see them, but she did, and I know it's a little maybe petty, but it made me feel better that she acknowledged that she wasn't perfect. Because now it's like, okay, these two not perfect people are doing this incredible thing. Not, oh, I put this person on a pedestal, they're perfect, they're doing everything they're fucking doing, and they're being great at it. Meanwhile, I have to figure out my own. You have to be a very secure person in polyamory.
Yes.
Yes.
From my research, that's definitely like the key thing is like you have to have a certain level of security in not only yourself, but your partner, and to know that their actions don't reflect on you necessarily. It's a relationship where there are two people with their own worlds who are choosing to be together, but not inhibit each other from their own inhibitions.
I got like tingles when you said that. Yeah, I'm surprised you understand it this deep. Yeah, no, and the trusting her part, easy. That was killed that. Trusting me. And there were jealous moments and there were thoughts that got a little ugly, but you know, I got through that because at the end of the day it was a huge comfort to have her around, and I was not used to just letting my walls down like that.
What do you think monogamous people could learn from polyamorous people?
I think the only real way to be free is, and I say this again, and I've said it 1,000 times, is to accept things as they are, not as you think they should be. I think monogamy is a tradition, like any other. I think tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
That's definitely accurate.
And it's just like, you deserve to explore more. You deserve to explore yourself in different regions and different boundaries.
Now, I had asked Malik what monogamous people could learn from polyamory. And really, the biggest thing was, developing trust in someone. Developing trust in anyone can be a daunting task because, this world can be not everything works out in your favor. Your level of security may decline. But in polyamorous relationships, it cannot function without a level of trust and security that each other has to bring full transparency to. A lot of monogamous relationships fall apart because of a lack of trust. Someday, you think everything is fine. Next thing, you're not receiving enough attention. You start going through people's stuff to get answers. It can get messy real fast. And I think polyamorous couples have that on lock. Polyamorous couples have a huge communication difference between monogamous couples because by nature, polyamory cannot work without full transparency and good communication. So both very crucial skills that I think anyone, not even, just polyamorous or monogamous, these are just two great skills everyone should learn. So I brought this discussion over to another friend of mine. Her name is Lauren. And I kind of just wanted to get her thoughts on it, and I'll let her take it away.
This feels like an interrogation. It's so funny.
It's borderline interrogation.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to start off with asking you a really loaded question.
All right.
To you, what does it mean to love another person?
For me, it means to love another person. That's a great question. To give in your all. To it's you guys against the world. You can't picture them not in your life. You want to give them everything. Mm-hmm. They just mean more. They're a part of you.
That sounds very close to, the one.
Yeah.
This story that we're taught from the very beginning of our lives that someday we're gonna find that person who will be the one individual that can satisfy all our needs, be it spiritual, physical, emotional, everything. At least that's the monogamous mainstream view of it. Polyamory, however, offers an alternative vision where you can achieve fulfillment by having both an enriching relationship with someone, but not being, for lack of a better word, restricted to that one person, because it understands that there are limitations. It accepts the fact that everyone has a limited capacity for what they can fulfill for each other. Have you ever experienced a polyamorous relationship yourself?
No, not me personally. I've just known I've been with like the most I've experienced is friends with benefits with like one person, but then I'd go off with somebody else. Not like behind their back, but like it was always open. For the one, like I don't believe there's only just that one person in your life and that's it though. I feel like there can be multiple people. There are people who like, there can be the one who shows you what you don't like and shows you what you do like, but they're just not that one. Because I remember saying this to my ex, like if your first love was your true love, then everybody would be miserable. Because like, do you remember your first love? You really want to be with them? Like, honestly?
Not at this point.
See, see? Exactly.
There's a reason why that relationship ended, is because I realized there was a limitation that I could not overcome.
Right.
And, I just became honest with myself and that person. So,
yeah.
I mean, my first love will always have a special place in my heart, but I know that it wasn't the end, obviously.
Right. Like, not that I wouldn't experience it. I don't know if it's for me, but you don't know. Don't knock until you try it. I'm not against it. I mean, it's everybody's choice. It's consensual. Can I curse? I already did. Don't
Yeah, you already broke the seal.
But like, no, yeah, like it's just, as long as everybody's happy, then why not? Just have fun.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Now, I know the coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, has all of us on edge, and I just hope for a brief second I was able to kind of give you all a break from the chaos that's happening outside. We're all going to get through this. Let's just think about some other things for now.